All right, so we're at the Icon Orlando, and we're waiting for the ride, right? We're getting, which one are we getting? 14?
I don't know.
I think we're getting 14.
Somebody's in 14.
Yeah, but they're getting out, I think, because
Yeah, but I don't know.
I would hope that we're getting it, but at the same time, if we have to wait, I'll just cut the video.
Because they're gonna have to work it down.
Yeah, they're getting out. How could you get a wheelchair in that thing?
Oh, watch.
Oh, yeah, I see.
Just a little bit of a bump. Is it scary? Okay.
Well, it shouldn't be that scary because it's slow, but it is kind of a little, but not that bad.
I'm nervous.
Oh, they have to clean it. Okay, they're cleaning it. Let's just.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have gotten a close up of them cleaning it, but all right.
No, you don't have to get that.
All right, we're getting on. We're getting on. And we don't have music by the looks.
You can make your own music.
Oh, okay.
Read this. Read this.
Oh, we're moving. And the door's open. The door will close in a second. Just watch. The door.
I really hope it does, because if not, I'm sitting in that corner and crying the whole ride.
It better. And the music's quietly playing.
Please stand clear of the closing doors.
All right, it's closing. It said, please stand clear of the closing doors. Okay, now finally it's closing. Close! Woo! That was slow. And there's no music, or it's quiet enough to where you can't hear, where you can barely.
There's no music. Look, you have to do your own.
But of course.
Do your own music. Look, connect to Bluetooth. Go on the cabin's iPad. So it's nice and quiet, so you're good to go. Should I go to Facebook and go back? Freaking out.
Thankfully, we're going slow, so it's not going to be that scary.
Hello, Blighters, and welcome aboard the Wheel. You have embarked on a wondrous 400-foot ascent into the central Florida sky. Cruising at a leisurely 1 mile per hour, you'll get to know the sights of Orlando aboard the tallest observation wheel on the East Coast. Be sure to have your cameras ready and take a moment to locate the north, south, east, and west markers above the windows so you know where to look. Gazing out over this thriving city, it's hard to believe that what you see began as lakes, wetlands, and palmetto prairie. But something about Orlando has always held a special fascination for dreamers who came from far and wide to make their visionary ideas reality. While today, most people know us for our theme parks and first-class hospitality, the story of Orlando and its legacy of dreams goes back thousands of years when the original wheel was hot new tech. In the beginning. Well, okay, actually about 12,000 years ago, the first humans settled on the region now known as Central Florida. But unlike you, they didn't arrive to palm trees and sunshine. Would you believe that back then, Florida was frozen in a prehistoric ice age? These ancient nomads learned to live among the glaciers, making them the first Florida snowbirds. When the mighty glaciers melted, they created thousands of inland lakes. These new water sources drew many of Florida's indigenous tribes, like the Timucua and the Tocolega, farther south. Centuries later, the Seminoles would inherit these tribes' ancestral lands after relocating to
I wish I could turn off that voice because it's distracting.
In 1513, Spanish conquistadors arrived in Florida, chasing dreams of eternal youth and expanded empire. These explorers found the temperate climate ripe for growing citrus and planted the region's first orange trees. Word of La Florida's abundance soon spread, driving more European colonization. By the early 1800s, few settlers had tamed the marshy Central Florida wilderness that was then part of Mosquito County. Besides a few lawless outposts and a separate tribe reservation, the area was largely unpopulated until 1845, when the U.S. Army established Fort Gatlin near modern-day downtown Orlando. Old legend tells us of a Fort Gatlin soldier who lost his life single-handedly saving the fort from an ambush. His name was Orlando Reeves. When his fellow soldiers buried him on the banks of Lake Eola, they carved his name on a tree to mark the grave. Some say this is where our city got its name. After the Seminole Wars ended, fortune seekers fled to crowded northern cities to make their marks in Central Florida's young citrus industry. By 1875, the region had grown so much that it was incorporated into a city. Orlando was born, and soon a new wave of dreamers was knocking at its door.
3, 2, 1, ignition, lift off.
The 20th century ushered in an industrial revolution, opening minds to new spheres of opportunity, including the stratosphere. After World War II, the country's fixation turned to rockets. Orlando found itself at the center of space fever when aerospace giant Martin Marietta, later Lockheed Martin, established a plant here in 1956. This was a prelude to the influx of rocketeers to Central Florida just 2 years later, as part of NASA's Project Mercury, headquartered
You can literally see the car.
on Cape Canaveral. As early as the 1880s, Central Florida had a toehold in the tourism industry.
And I'm talking to myself.
Lakefront hotels. But the opening of the Walt Disney World Resort in 1971 thrust this quiet citrus town into the role of global destination, and Orlando never looked back. SeaWorld splashed onto the scene in 1973, bringing the ocean's wonders to Florida's heartland. And in 1990, Universal Studios added a little movie magic to Orlando with the opening of its first Florida theme park. Orlando's landscape has been shaped by a community of dreamers that continues to push the heights of our city's experience. Oh, and speaking of heights, in a few moments, you'll be at the peak of your own Orlando experience. So get ready, it's time to own the sky. I don't want to own the sky.
Oh, you gotta play music, you kidding me?
I tried to get it to go silent, baby. Sorry.
Why do you gotta play music on this thing?
I want to go back now.
Why do they gotta play music on this thing?
I don't know. I tried to get it to go on to silent mode and it won't.
Well, they gotta play music for one reason, and that is to stop people from videoing.
It's okay.
I don't think that was copyright.
It's silent now. Yeah, it's not. They were just telling us what was going on.
Actually, you can't get copyright, even though there was music, but at the same
Okay, we
time.
are safe. This thing isn't gonna fall down or anything.
Well, I know, but at the same time, the music that they were playing, I mean, clearly you're allowed to have that on YouTube because somebody else has done a video of this. Well, somebody else has done a video of this. Somebody has done
Stop
it.
it. Don't talk about that. Don't let other people on, that's all. There we go.
I keep getting interrupted. I don't have to worry about that music because YouTube will allow it.
Yeah, because it wasn't music, that was just them telling it.
Oh.
Oh, man, it's.
Congratulations!
Oh, okay,
You're owning the sky like
This is not copyrighted. You're allowed to have this on YouTube. Somebody else has a video with
For
this.
good measure, that's taller than the Magic Kingdom Cinderella Castle and Universal Studios Hogwarts Castle, stacked on top of each other. Check out that view.
Okay.
As we coast over one of the highest arcs in the Sunshine State, I'll introduce you to some of my favorite hometown spots. Looking directly north, you may see something.
How many floors is this? Like 40 something?
Yeah,
A smoking volcano.
44.
This Brimstone Peak is the centerpiece of Universal Orlando Resort's Volcano Bay Water theme.
I kinda wish you could.
Back in 1990.
I mean, I know this is not copyrighted, but the only problem is it's loud.
Parking movie studio outside Hollywood.
I mean, you're allowed to have that on YouTube because somebody else did a video of this ride and had it on there.
Central Florida, with its City Walk Entertainment
Hey, I can
District,
see our
top
house.
resort hotels, and both Universal Studios.
You gotta be
Florida
kidding, right?
and
Yeah, he's
Disney
just
parks.
joking.
To the northeast, up the swerving spine of I-4, you can see the office buildings and high-rises of downtown Orlando.
Hey, we're going down.
Downtown is the
Oh, we're going down?
thriving
Oh, yeah, we are. And there's car 13, which is right over there.
that also calls Central Florida home. Any basketball fans on board? Downtown Orlando's Amex is the official headquarters of the Orlando Magic. Back in 1992, the Magic drafted a tall young beat baller fresh out of college named Shaquille O'Neal. From what I hear, he did all right for himself, but I think the wheel still has a few inches on him. Directly east on the other side of Universal Boulevard are the rooftops of Lockheed Martin's Missile and Fire Control Facility. Inside, some of aerospace's brightest talents mastermind the latest ballistic technologies. Even farther east, another group of geniuses have their eyes to the sky. Does NASA ring a bell? If you look past the cooling towers of Staten Energy Center, you might spy the blinking airplane lights atop the Kennedy Space Center's Vehicle Assembly Building. This 500-foot structure has served as the delivery room for some of NASA's biggest babies, from the Saturn V rocket to the Space Shuttle fleet. Since 1962, Kennedy Space Center has launched.
I mean, I was not kidding. You gotta worry because those things can break.
Frontier, from the Apollo 11 moon landing to the Mars Curiosity probe.
Those things are attached to something.
All over make the hour drive from Orlando to Kennedy Space Center.
Now, of course, you know, the only thing, since it's slow, the only thing you really gotta worry about is those things, is the thing breaking.
Looking to the southeast, you might see a plane or two flying over the control tower of Orlando International Airport, formerly known as Coy Air Force Base.
I once rode this thing during a thunderstorm.
Did you really?
Yes, I did on the last trip, and then they had to shut the ride down after I got off.
You'll get a
I rode up, and then a thunderstorm happened, and then I had to get off. I rode the entire thing during a thunderstorm once.
Orange County Convention Center,
We all
the second largest convention center in the United States, distinguished by its dramatically stacked windows.
I know my camera works terrible. Let me see if I can. So let me see if I can hold it like this. Probably I can.
I rated it.
Maybe I can.
I tried.
I guess I'll sit on the floor. Maybe I can see if I can do this.
It wouldn't work for me.
See if I can put.
I did it and did it and did it. And it
Sorry about
wouldn't
that.
work. I did it.
Oh yeah, I got a perfect view right there. I can just. I don't even have to.
Riley got it to be quiet.
Finally.
Yeah.
I mean, of course that's not copyrighted because somebody else has a video on YouTube with that, you know, thing in there. So at the same time, I'm pretty sure you're allowed to have that because somebody else has a video of this ride with that. So I don't think I have to worry about that. But it's just slow.
Yeah, it only moves 1 mile an hour.
Let me look at the
That's
view.
what I like about roller coasters is that it will be over already. Well, we're higher than the helicopter.
Yep.
Wow.
Okay.
Is it? Oh yeah.
It's better now that we're coming down. It's okay.
The camcorder just, I don't know what it's getting.
Really scary.
I'm trying to figure out what my camera's getting. Oh, it's
Does
getting.
it feel better now that you're coming down? Don't you physically feel better knowing you're not going any higher?
Right now, I just want to call Mom. I can't.
Why not?
Call it. I don't know. I wish I could. I wish I could like show her the screen or something. Show her the side. So we can.
Oh, it's gonna. Here's where it's gonna drop.
I don't know how much longer we got, but she's working, so you probably can't do a call actually.
And what is it actually is fast?
Yeah, it's. Let me see what I look like. My makeup's not all ruined. Oh, yeah.
Okay, you're blocking the shot, so now I have to pick up the camera.
He didn't know.
Alright, I'm just gonna film. Oh, you can see the,
You can see lots of stuff.
Like, let's see what, let's just look and see what
I
other
know,
stuff.
if I can't do this, I can certainly not do that. I cannot do that.
Yeah, no, I don't know, yeah.
But see, there's that swing thing that you could,
Well, I can maybe do that. The thing I can't do is I cannot miss it.
There's a swing right there, there's a slingshot right
I'm
there.
not doing a slingshot. If
And
anything,
the other ride is closed on, nobody is allowed.
I kind of want to do this one.
you can't even notice that we're moving.
I'm just joking now.
You can't even notice that we're moving because of, we're going down,
Oh, I was gonna say.
and we can't even notice that we're moving.
I was gonna say, can I do this one?
If you want to do that swing, I'll pay for it if you want to get up there, but you.
I'm gonna have to Dover Buzz, thanks a lot.
Right here, this thing.
I'm gonna have to Dover Buzz.
Well, you're gonna come with me if you
No.
please come with me.
What?
Please. If I do. Will you come with me if you do? Maybe you can come with me if you do.
I will not do that at all.
Andrew, will you do it with me? Andrew?
I don't know.
I'll take that as a yes.
I don't know.
He will not do it.
It's not really that scary.
Now we're okay.
But it's-
Now we're at like a height I think I've worked at before.
Well, that's a wasp. It's like a wasp.
I don't feel lost.
Wasp in there.
Oh, I see it now. Oh, yeah. And it doesn't even have to, it can land down there and then just, maybe it's all right, it's terrified.
That was pretty far, the White Castle first.
Yeah, because I probably would have threw up.
Yep. So what are we doing next? Or I could go over there.
You got to go on it. Can't you get out?
It'd be really fun, somebody going something, it's not that scary.
Oh, it's still that scary, no matter what.
Yeah, but at least I'll have someone who's there. Look at that. I know you're just getting it, and you're doing it now. That's not that scary, that's. That. I've done my life many times.
All right. You've never been on that, right? You might not even be big enough to go on that, right?
Well, not like that, right? Like I've done the swing eagle thing before.
Yeah, but those are only like 10 feet in the air, now 300.
Are we still, wow, this is long. I'm gonna have to look here. Are we moving or are we stuck?
I think we stopped so somebody can get out.
I think the thing stopped.
Yeah, so people can get out.
So we gotta like I'm wondering, now the question is, I wonder how long we're gonna have to wait before the thing starts moving again.
Probably not that long, because we didn't have to make that long before.
Are we moving?
I wonder if we'll do like a thing, like they won't let us out when it's like do a rotation. I've seen them do it before.
I wonder if they were laughing at me for crying. They got a camera here.
Yeah.
They got a camera. They can see what people do here.
I know.
So nobody does anything bad.
This isn't so bad anymore. Because I think I know which level of height will kill you and which one will kill you.
It doesn't matter. It's not how high up you are when you fall that will kill you, it's how you land when you fall that will kill you.
I don't know if we're gonna make or maybe we should.
If you're ready, I don't think it stops unless you like handicap.
Alright, we're gonna, it's
Yeah, we're gonna have to
lovely.
dive out of here.
Alright, so.
Andrew already knows he's been on this before, you can't fool him.
Yeah, it's gonna open literally any second. So the door's gonna literally open. Oh, we're stopping?
Yeah, let somebody else out.
What, it's still moving? No.
You know, we didn't stop.
That's really
I'm
scary.
just glad we didn't get stuck up top and have to be fired and rescued and climb down on the outside. I can guarantee you, firemen guys like harness me onto them and carry me down because I would be able to. My body would be like.
Move! Okay,
I don't think that's how it works.
I'm
So you gotta see how they're letting those people get on.
starting to rage because I'm
Those
tired
people
of.
are
Dude,
getting on
it's not like you can
Tired
just
of
say.
sitting here
It's
waiting.
not like you can just say spaghetti, spaghetti, fluidity, cardity, or something like that. Not like that.
Okay, I'm gonna have to. Alright, we're just leveling. I have to wait.
Please stand by the white line. The capsule doors are about to open.
Open!
Well, we have to wait till it gets to the platform because
Por favor.
you don't have to jump.
Por favor.
And
I don't even know.
I gotta say.
I don't know what he's saying, but he better not be ruining. Alright, open.
Please stand clear of the opening doors. Doors are now opening.
Watch your step.
Okay, can I get off? Oh my gosh. Okay, alright.